Well, Jesse, welcome back.
Thank you.
How's it feel second time around here?
Yeah, awesome. A lot less intimidating than it felt the first time, because the first time was a brand new sport. I had a lot of, I think, uncertainties about what it was going to feel like, but I definitely am more confident coming back the second time around.
And just reflecting on that first time here, like you said, went your way, you got the nerves out, you felt the new rule set, so reflecting on that, all good, clearly a part of your decision moving forward to remain in boxing?
Yeah, it was super fun. I'm just, in this late stage of my career, I'm just I'm taking the fights that make me happy, that bring me joy, and I enjoy dirty boxing too so much. I know I'm going to keep fighting here. I'm still going to go do other things, but I definitely would like to keep fighting here as well.
Now, is Claudia Zamora an opponent that gets you excited? What are your thoughts on this fight?
Yeah, 100%. She, when she got offered, I took her to my coach because he makes final decisions on everything, but I took her to coach and I was like, hey, I would love to take this fight because she presents a problem I haven't experienced before with just how aggressive, how forward pressure she is. The other girls that I have fought that were forward pressure, I've been able to make them back up. I don't think I'm going to be able to do that with her. Like, I've seen her fight, I've seen her eat big shots and just continue to come. I know she's extremely tough, and that's something that I have been wanting. That's a challenge that I've been wanting to experience. So I'm very excited that is happening now.
And the talk was potentially you and Paige VanZant fighting for a title. I guess maybe she's injured or something came up. So what have you heard from that situation?
So I knew she was injured when we talked at the last event. I knew she was injured. Conversations that I've had with my management was, which I also thought this, is that it doesn't make sense for someone who's never fought in dirty boxing and then someone who's had one fight in dirty boxing to fight for a title. You know what I mean? I kind of know that's what we're doing with the heavyweights. That's exactly what's happening. But and if that was what was offered, I obviously would take it. But it makes sense for it not to happen right now, And then so when Claudia got offered, the idea was, okay, let's get a couple of wins and make a really strong case, instead of being like, I've had one fight, give me a title. Be like, okay, I've had 2 or 3 good wins, let's set up the first title fight now.
Well, I mean, it helps that it's third event, 2 fights, that's 66% of the event. So.
Exactly.
But this next one's kind of a two-parter. Just the winner of this fight, do you then think deserves a title shot? And would you fight Paige, or do you think Paige needs a fight first?
I mean, that's a good question. That honestly isn't up to me. I have been wanting to, the rematch with Paige, obviously we fought in the UFC 7 years ago. The rematch with Paige has been talked about multiple times in different promotions, so if they decided to give her the title shot straight off the back, I feel like she's also done enough, especially in boxing as well, to deserve that. And I absolutely would take it because the rematch is inevitable. Whether it happens here, whether it happens in a boxing promotion, I don't know. I would prefer it happen here. It would be really cool since this is where we've been building it. But it wouldn't be, I don't feel like it would be unreasonable for her to get the title shot straight off the bat, just based on the time she's put into combat sports.
Jessica, when you talk about preparing for this match, you talk about her aggressive style. What are some of the differences in your training camp as you prepare for this hybrid rule set? Obviously, this is your second time doing it, but you mentioned pretty different opponent as far as her style. What were some differences in your preparation leading up to this?
The only thing we really changed was I had more specific sparring. So I had training partners that were emulating that look, which was very, very hard for them to do because no one likes walking forward and getting smacked in the face, especially when you're not getting paid. I'm very, very blessed to have a couple of teammates who put themselves on the line consistently for the team. And I try to do the same back to them when they're getting ready, That was the only thing we changed, was just having very specific sparring partners. Whereas the last one, and for most fights, I don't really try to get specific looks in sparring. She presents such a unique puzzle that no one in my gym fights that way, I can't imagine there are too many people that I will get to fight the way she does. So for this one, we felt like we needed to see that look, that forward pressure multiple times before the 29th.
Is part of the strategy here maybe to use that aggressive style kind of against her by making her sort of overshoot and kind of, I guess, in some ways maybe gas out with the volume?
I don't really see her gassing out so much. She's always fought like this, you know, like she's adapted to fighting the way she fights. I have many different plans based on how it goes. You know, I have a lot of experience, and I think something that brings is the ability to be adaptable. If plan A is not working, we go to plan B. If plan B is not working, we go to plan A. If plan C. If plan C is not working, we try to blend them all together, you know. So I have many different things that I'm going to try, and we'll just see what works.
Obviously, both you and Claudia have the MMA background, but you more recently obviously competing in Muay Thai and then also in boxing. Do you think that experience is going to kind of play out to your favor out there on Friday night?
Well, I mean, this is her third dirty boxing fight, and she fought bare knuckle as well. I think it went to a no contest. I didn't watch it. I don't know how it went, but I don't necessarily think I'm bringing much more specific striking experience, because she's been fighting a lot of striking stuff recently as well. So I think it's going to be pretty even, to be honest. It's just going to be who implements their game plan better.
Awesome. Thanks, Jessica.
You're welcome.
What have you seen on film on Claudia Zamora that you could possibly exploit? I did see her fight in Clearwater in dirty boxing. It wasn't no contest, but she dropped her opponent twice. Very, very straightforward, aggressive. Did you see that on film, or what did you see specifically?
Yeah, I mean, she fights the way she fights. I haven't seen much adaptation from her. But that's a really intimidating style to be against, you know. It's been working for her. I don't see any reason that things would be different this time around. Yeah, I don't know. She's been very consistent with the way she fights, and that presents its own set of problems and challenges.
Having fought here, you know, what was it, May or
June, yeah.
and you're back here again. I mean, getting you fighting in the building that you're fighting in, it's the same place, same type of ring, the environment's intimate. How do you compare that to other places that you fought before, and how do you like fighting in a place where everyone's right there?
Honestly, that's been everyone that I've spoken to about this event. That's been the thing that I've pointed out, is that it felt very like Fight Club or like Never Back Down style. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just fighting in front of my homies, which was pretty cool. Like, I remember, I think it was in the second round, looking out to the right side of the ring and seeing my friends standing right there, and I could see their whole faces, and I could like see what they were yelling to me. You know, it was really cool, because I'm used to fighting in arenas where the crowd is very dimly lit and all the spotlight is on you, and you're like elevated above everyone. One of my favorite things about this arena and this event is that we're like fighting in the crowd. Like, I thought that honestly was one of my favorite takeaways from the last one.
So should they just now make it where they put cars with their lights on?
Yeah, dude, I don't even think we should have any elevation at all. Like, just put them straight into the concrete. On concrete, we'll fight on concrete.
That's all I got. Thank you.